from someone else who falls into that category, but this time with a bit of a difference. Hayden Kenyon, who's from Chittlehampton in North Devon, is autistic, and he recently ran something called the Lundy Island Trail Race. Well, Hayden met up with John Akers, along with Hayden's brother Isaac, who is no stranger to adventures and challenges himself. Hayden is telling John what the event was like.
The run was pretty tough, and I thought I was gonna get through it easily, but I didn't think it was that hard as I thought it was. Trail running roads were very narrow, so to like health and safety terms and etc. as well. Managed to get to the finish line okay as well.
You did more than that though, Isaac, didn't you? Because you said you were trying to keep up with him come the end.
Yes,
I did.
So
yeah.
We ran around Lundy Island, island north of Devon, and I was pacing with Hayden, and then towards the end he just absolutely just left me for dust. I was surprised. So he was saying, "Oh, this is so hard," and suddenly he went double the speed at the end. I was thinking, where'd you get that from?
You've done lots of training though.
Yes, I did do lots of training. Yes.
Yeah. So you have done lots of sort of road running, marathons and stuff, haven't you?
I have. Yes, done it before in the past. Yeah.
What were the main challenges of trail running? Very different on Lundy, I imagine. What were the main challenges you found?
The main challenges I found was probably when I was probably running in the centre of the island on the flat side, and where brother was probably a lot more faster than me, so he ran at my pace, so sort of teamwork really as well.
Yeah, and it can easy to turn an ankle or something, Isaac, isn't it? When you're running on that terrain.
There was several people covered in blood where they had fallen, cut their leg, cut their arms. We had no injuries, both of us. We stuck together and slowed down at the bits where you definitely could roll an ankle.
So Hayden, you have autism.
Yes.
Just tell us a little bit about you and what autism is for people who don't know.
Basically, people with autism are supposed to be diagnosed about 7, but took about 5 years to get diagnosis. I was from 16 to around 19. I was got diagnosed at 19, and basically it took a long period of time for me, my brother, my stepmom, and mum and dad to understand my condition. It took time. It didn't happen over one night or anything like that.
Yeah, I've got autistic people within my family, and it can be difficult to diagnose and difficult to live with. What did you find sort of the main challenges of living with it?
Main challenge when I lived it before I was diagnosed, I remember being at college, and I remember joining the Scouts, and they weren't particularly cut out and equipped to deal with people with learning difficulties and autism, and I was left, and I was really couldn't blend in the group, fit in the group a little bit as well. So, and my anxiety face was flushed, my anxiety, and then anxiety as well. And people say, "You're right. You sure? You look upset." And I have had that many times in the past as well, because I was blending with normal people, and I found it very difficult.
Groups, loud noises, new people, all that?
I was a new person, groups, and I'm fine with noises, really okay.
But groups back when you were a child, or new people?
Oh, well, back when I was a child at high school, I found it very difficult to mix with normal people not like myself, and it's quite difficult to blend in, and I only had a few friends who was probably similar to me, and I basically, I was on my own. They say, "Kane, come over here," and I didn't want to, and I mixed with the smart people, the popular ones in my school, but the ones who were a bit similar to me, the learning difficulties, I was more interested, and I started hanging out with them at the end of high school and stuff.
People can be unkind though, can't they, when they don't understand it, especially kids? Like, it can be horrible, can't they?
Kids can be cruel, yes.
Yeah. You found something in running which I imagine has given you great purpose. It's been something that you've been able to focus on and that you're good at. How's running sort of helped with everything?
But I started running when about 13, 14, and I lost loads. I was overweight, and I lost loads of weight from running up and down my streets as where I grew up. I started doing weightlifting with my brother. Started going to the gym, and he got me into it and the fitness, and I did. And I was always participating, always found the best cardio for about it all the way from there. Really, burning loads of calories off and stuff as well.
It's in great shape, Isaac, isn't he?
He is.
Good
He puts me
shape.
to shame. I need to get working out again.
What's that like for you, listening to your brother talking about sort of his struggles and his, time in school and his autism?
Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories. People with autism, generally 40% of them have other issues, mental health issues, anxiety or OCD, which is what my brother deals with. So it's complex. And neurodiversity is a bit like a physical disability, but in a hidden form. And it's even more difficult when you look at him. He's a strong boy. He's
Handsome
running.
chap.
He looks, you would never know until you start talking. And I think that's kind of where the problems lie. But also, he didn't get diagnosed until he was 19.
So late, that, isn't it?
It's too late. Yeah.
What have they said is the best way to be with you and sort of help educate others around you? And when, there'll be people right now listening at home who are the same as you and have got family the same, and maybe they're just starting to see the early signs of OCD or of some of these things. What have they said is the best way to sort of help you, I guess?
Basically, have a social group, being a social group, people like myself who understand me, and we've got common patience for each other and stuff as well. Yeah.
Running helps.
Running helps, yeah.
Sports.
And probably I like watching movies. I like watching movies and playing PlayStation.
Yeah, the running must help burn off some of that energy that you've got.
Yeah,
Do you always feel like you need to be doing something?
Well, basically, sometimes I'll actually make my day do it. Actually make when I lived up country, I used to be really bored, had nothing to do, and used to be really anxious. But since I've been down Devon, has helped me a little bit, and more in freedom, more independence. Has made my day doing things anyway.
Yeah. Do you like it down here?
I do. I do like living in Devon. Yeah, it's nice. It's a bit of a calmer way of living and safe haven as well and stuff.
A lot of change, but you've sort of settled in.
Yeah, settled in. Yeah, it took me a long time to settle in. Yes.
He's writing a lot as well now. You're writing a book, aren't you?
I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about your book, mate.
My book is basically I'm working on my biography about my life on the autistic spectrum. I'm on page 102.
Not many people are able to tell us, like you have, what it's like to be you who have autism. They aren't able to articulate themselves or to put words down like you have.
Yeah.
It's going to help so many people doing what you're doing.
Yes, it has. Yeah.
Even though it probably feels a little bit uncomfortable, I guess, at times.
Yeah, it probably can do. And I'm actually enjoy reading and writing, and watching movies always gives me help. I help me get basic ideas for writing more novels in the future.
Have you let your brother or your family read any of your book yet? You've waited until the end?
I'm probably going to go on my last page and then probably stop probably halfway through then, and that'll be it.
I think it's fascinating. You're hearing a real personal view of living with autism. When I've read a little bit of it myself, and it's very personal, but also you can be Hayden for a bit. In fact, it's a non-biased book. It's Hayden's life. I think it's really interesting for someone who wants to know what it's like.
What was it like thinking about doing a radio interview? Were you nervous?
Well, I was a bit nervous at first. I'm actually all right now. It's all quite comfortable.
You've done brilliantly well to share your story with us. And this incredible run, this trail run around Lundy, and all the brilliant stuff you've been doing. You've been raising money for the National Autistic Society, haven't you?
Yes, so 1,000.
You've got to your £1,000 target.
Yes, I did, yeah.
That's fantastic.
There is a Just Giving page. It's Hayden Kenyon, Lundy Island Autism Run.
Proud brother alert, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's quite. Yeah, I can see at times there, listening to him, you quite get a bit emotional.
I get emotional. To be honest, it's not every day you see him do this.
Yeah,
very inspiring.
It is, and there are so many people with different levels of autism who are a long way, not very far along the spectrum, who are going to really appreciate having heard from you on the radio this morning, Hayden.
Yes.
You've done a great job.
Yeah, thank you anyway.
Well done on your run, your fundraising. Can't wait to read the book.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Cheers, Isaac.
Thanks, John.
Cheers.
It's Hayden Kenyon and his brother Isaac talking to John. It's 7:46.